Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back is the second game in the Bandicoot series, created and developed by Naughty Dog. Originally released in 1997, it again follows the adventures of everybody's favourite Bandicoot, Crash. The game sets off right after the events of the first, and Cortex, who after crashing back to Earth, awakens in a cavern filled with glowing crystals. Cortex takes one to examine it with his colleague Dr. N. Jin. The duo design a new Cortex Vortex, but realize they will need 25 more crystals to power their device. 1 year later, and Crash and his sister Coco Bandicoot are living on N Sanity Island. After Coco's laptop battery dies, she forces Crash to bring her another. But while doing so, Crash is abducted by a bright light and finds himself in an old warp room hidden in Cortex's castle. Here, a hologram of Cortex explains to Crash that he must enter the warp room doors and retrieve the crystals to save the world. Lies, of course. Crash also meets a hologram of Nitrous Brio, who is now out to destroy Cortex himself. He informs Crash that if he can collect 42 hidden gems in the levels, he can use them to fire a laser at the Cortex Vortex and stop him for good. Collect 5 crystals and Crash will be able to progress to the next warp room. There are 5 theme warp rooms in total: Jungle, Arctic, Sewer, Mountainous, and Space, with a 6th secret warp room available to players for finishing secret zones of previous levels. Like the first game, Crash has the ability to jump and spin. This time, however, he also has the ability to slide jump, and body slam to help him break certain items. Boxes once again come in the same shapes and sizes as Crash 1, and are collected in the same fashion. 2 new additions, however, are the blue and red heavy crates, which can only be broken via body slam, and the deadly green nitro boxes, which will explode if Crash so much as breathes on them. All of the nitro boxes within a level can be detonated at once if the green exclamation box is touched. As seen before, if players are able to collect all of the available boxes in a level, they will be rewarded with a diamond gem. Other color gems can only be collected through other means, such as finishing the level within a certain time parameter or completing a level without breaking a box. So you may have to replay the level more than once to collect all available collectibles available in that level. A new addition to Crash Bandicoot 2 are the bonus paths. Instead of collecting tokens this time, there will appear platforms throughout the level signified with a question mark on them. Set foot upon them and Crash will be transported to a secret region of a level where players can collect Wumpa Fruit and lives. If Crash can be successfully navigated to the end of the path, all collected items will be kept. Should Crash fall, however, and any Wumpa Fruit or lives obtained will be lost, and the player is returned to the level which the bonus path was accessed. One of the biggest improvements of Crash 2 is that the game now implemented a save game system, which could be used anytime you're in a warp room. Simply step up to the save wall and the players have the opportunity to save their progress to date. Crash will use just about any means necessary to reach the end of a level, and new gameplay mechanics see Crash monkey barring, water skiing, and jetpacking his way to the finish. Oh, and you even get to ride a polar bear cub known as Polar. Enemies come in all shapes and sizes throughout Crash Bandicoot 2, and as well as jumping and spinning work, they won't always do the trick. Certain enemies can only be dismissed by either slide attack or body slamming, and others, well, they just have to be avoided. As Crash gathers the 25 crystals and journeys between warp rooms, he will be attacked by mutated animals dispatched by Brio. They include the crazier than ever Ripperoo, scimitar-wielding Komodo Bros, Mo and Joe, and a first appearance for the muscle-bound Tiny Tiger. The penultimate boss fight will see players take on Cortex's right hand, Dr. N. Jin, before a final showdown set in space with Neo Cortex himself. Collect all 25 crystals and Crash will journey into outer space to stop Cortex. Players will have to chase Cortex via jetpack and spin attack him 3 times before he manages to get through his protective force field. All in all, the game quite simply is a masterpiece. Superior in all ways to its predecessor, the game's decreased linearity, superb controls, and flawless animation are enough to hold players captive start to finish even 20 years after first release. The level design is beautiful to look at and a joy to play through, and although times it may feel like level design may be a little repetitive, the fact that levels render on the fly so well shows just what a step up Crash Bandicoot 2 was all those years ago. We at CoWap Bros couldn't have been happier to have the opportunity to sit and play through such an exquisite sequel, and it receives a CoWap rating of 8.5. So, if you haven't played this game, you really are missing out on one of the most outstanding platformers ever created. Thanks for watching.